So after dropping off RuneScape, I kinda gave up on MMOs for a while. But then my parents got a new computer with an actual up-to-date operating system. That newfangled Windows XP. Well, newfangled for us anyway. We also got off dial-up internet. We didn't even have Netscape, we had Blue Light powered by Kmart. And for the first time we were free to frolic through the internet at home. A couple weeks later I was hanging out at a friend's house and watching him play Silk Road online. It seemed interesting, so I bit the bullet and finally tried to download something from the internet. And just like that, I was back on an MMO, and oh man, did this one seem awesome. It had better graphics, better combat, just better anything that I had come to associate with this genre. So, was this just me coming off of a post-RuneScape perspective, or does this game still hold up now? As with before, let's start off with character creation. The first thing you have to do is decide whether you want to play a European or a Chinese character. European characters are divided into general classes: warrior, archer, cleric, warlock, all the general stuff. The magic and combat skills are pretty distinctly separate. The Chinese, however, mix martial arts and magic, and you pick a weapon as well as an element to practice mastery over. And I think that's a pretty neat idea. Apart from that, though, it's pretty disappointing. There's about a dozen pre-made characters you can pick from for appearance, and 2 or 3 pre-made outfits to put them in. The outfits don't really even matter, because your armor will cover them up right away. Each character also has a pre-made backstory, so it doesn't really feel like you're playing your own creation at all. You can alter height and weight, but there's still very little variety. If you want to personalize a character, this probably isn't the game for you. So, how are the graphics? They're okay. I mean, they're not the best you'll ever see, but they put plenty of detail into it, even if I think your character looks a bit disproportionately small. He also runs kind of funny, but whatever. At least at this point it's a movement that an actual human being could make. And holy crap! He's swinging the weapon like someone would actually use it. And there's a variety of movements. I know it's not a big deal nowadays, but for me that was mind-boggling at the time. Also, I really like the enemy design in this game. I mean, look at those straw guys wielding meat cleavers. That's awesome! And he actually falls in half when you beat him. So, how's combat? Well, this time around you have specific skills you can use. Sure, you do a regular melee attack just by default, clicking on your opponent, but you actually get to have a say in what happens next. You have to earn your skills though, and I don't think I've seen an MMO before or since that doesn't let you get your first special skill until level 5. Again, nothing too revolutionary now, but coming off of RuneScape, it blew my mind. You also have a berserk meter at the top left right next to your picture. When it fills up, your character can become a demonic glowing badass that smites everything within spitting distance. It's awesome. I also really enjoy the integration of magic and physical with the Chinese characters, and I really only ever play as them. Objectively though, the combat's pretty good, even if the system is kind of run-of-the-mill. So the bottom line, what are the strong points? Well, it's pretty original for a sword and sorcery MMO. You don't necessarily choose a class, you choose your weapon and your specialty, and if you're Chinese, your element, and you go from there. The scenery isn't breathtaking, but it's still very well built and visually appealing. A lot of the monsters are creative and interestingly designed. And did I mention the whole demigod of rage thing? Yeah, that's awesome. But I'd be lying if I said the game didn't have flaws. I already complained about the lack of character customization, and that's a pretty sizable complaint. There's also just a load of grinding. I mean, there are quests, but they never seem to get you far enough in terms of leveling up, so be prepared to go in and grind yourself stupid trying to get to the next level. To be fair, that's a common element of an RPG, but it really bogged down the game for me. It's why I quit RuneScape, and it's why I eventually quit this game. So all in all, was Silk Road the amazing thing that I thought it was at the time? Probably not. It has strengths and considerable ones, but a lot of it's very run-of-the-mill, and like I said, the grind gets old fast. That said though, it's still a really cool game, and it wouldn't hurt for you to check out. Will I keep playing it after this review? Well, we'll see. I'll see you next time.